Good morning, Concordia. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Those of you here live, thanks for joining us online. We've got a special day ahead as we close out March. And we welcome, the door is open to you. Good morning, Concordia. So nice to look out on all your smiley faces. And we have several special guests here today. It's fun. My name's Mary. And first of all, I just want to say that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. We welcome each and all. And as it should be. Don't you think? Say yes. Yes, as it should be. And Concordia actually means where many hands and hearts come together as one. So one of our principles is the oneness principle, that there is just one creator of all that exists, everything, everywhere, and everyone is that. Our mission, to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Could we not use a little global transformation right now? Would everybody like to agree with that? Say yes. Our purpose, to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence and a vision, is a world that works for everyone. So if you're a first-time guest or a second-time guest or wherever you might be, please pay attention to the blue card in front of you. And the most important thing on there is at the back is the prayer request. Because practitioners here, we have a special thread that we put prayer requests out on. And it's just for the practitioners to hold consciousness for you, for that thing that you desire, that thing that you feel like is elusive for you, to just bring it into manifestation. And we're going to hear a message today about manifestation as well. And on the front side of that card, you will find a place to fill in any information you would be willing to share with us. We have a once a week newsletter that goes out. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on here. And if you are a first-time guest, please get the gift from our greeters before you leave here. It'll include a magazine, a brochure, and some information about what we do here. And I also want to say that today we have a special ceremony before our speaker, and that will be for our new members, people who recently just became members of Concordia, and we're very excited to do that as well. And then you can put those connection cards in the baskets when they come around later. And I think I've pretty much covered it. Nobody's arguing with that, so I'm just going to keep going and say that please do join us downstairs afterwards for fellowship and good food, good conversation, and good people. And thank you.
I invite you to take a breath.
I see you in all your wonder and your radiance, and I know who you are. Yes, I know who you are. You're the light of God. You're the light of God. I know you struggle, I know you're in pain, in ways I'll never understand, but I won't go away, come sunshine or rain, I'll be there, holding your hand. I see you in all your wonder and your radiance, and I know who you are. Yes, I know who you are. You're the light of God. You're the light of God. We all need help, we all been fear. Sometimes we just cannot see. When the song of your soul is too faint to hear, will you who listen to me? Oh, I know your name. Oh, I know your life. When you're lost out in the darkness, will you trust my side? Trust me, I see you in all your wonder and your radiance, and I know who you are. I know who you are. You're the light of God. You're
is Gail Yates, and I'm your practitioner today. Please join me in a few moments listening to that inner voice that says, "You are mine." You are mine. Take in those words from God, from the love. Whatever word that you choose that resonates with you, allow it to center into your heart, to warm and open that heart. As I know there is only one divine source of good, of graciousness, of light, of love. As I breathe that in and know that truth resonates everywhere, it vibrates. It is the entire universe. It expresses itself in every single aspect, whether it is the divine, brilliant sun, the highest mountain, the tiniest little stream, the gentle leaf and the new blossoms beginning in the spring. It is everywhere. Everywhere. And as I take that into my beingness and recognize that I am of that one, there is no question in my mind. I am strong in knowing that power lies within me, flows within me. And in this knowing, I move into a life of ease. I follow that grace like a gentle river. I flow easily, open to the words, the sound of God, always speaking. And I know that this is my truth, as it is the truth of each and every one, is guided always. There is never a moment when there is not the guidance of the one perfect, whole, and complete divine one. And I joyfully acknowledge that. And in this acknowledging, I release any belief in darkness. I release any belief in fear or worry. It is gone. The walls that cause stagnation around me are gone. I push them away. Know that they are not my truth. My truth is to stand in that light and accept and be available for each and every bit of goodness as it is revealed to me. I say yes, and I focus and know I am guided freely into that place of freedom to be my unique self. I am here to express myself fully, and nothing can stop that. I refuse to have that stopped. As I claim this for myself, I know it for each and every one, that each one is here to express their divine vibration, that they are here. They were born to do So accepting and knowing that each one is free, each one is rising in consciousness, open to the yes. I am so grateful to know this truth. And I say amen as I release this into that loving law that is already provided. It is already there. And together we affirm, and so it is.
Welcome everyone, and guests and friends and members. What a wonderful celebration today we're going to enjoy. Today we honor our new members. The Concordia family is growing. We acknowledge their ongoing commitment to support the community, to engage in spiritual practices, and to contribute to co-creating a world that works for everyone. And by the way, thank you, Gail. There you are. For that beautiful spiritual mind treatment. I was enveloped in love. Thank you so much. I'd love to invite the practitioners to come forward. Pam, Mary, Lisa, Gail, and also Jorge and Denise, our Leadership Council members. And just stand behind me, please. In a moment, we're going to read from our core principles, what we believe. This is from a long study of a gentleman named Ernest Holmes, who was the founding father of the science of mind. He was an avid student and curious person who pondered the depths of what is life, who am I, how do I fit into life? And he came up with these principles which we stand by and believe. The Declaration of Principles, number 1. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in, through, and as all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. The second principle. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in humankind, and that all people are incarnations of this one Spirit.
We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul, forever and ever expanding. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within us, and that we experience this kingdom to the degree we become conscious of it.
We believe the ultimate goal of life is complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of all life, that the highest God and the innermost God is one God.
We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. And we believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuition and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God.
We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thoughts and acts upon it. We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind.
We believe in the control of conditions through the power of the mind. We believe in the internal goodness, the internal loving kindness, and the internal givingness of life to all.
We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of humankind is God. So now, before we bring up our new members, I'd like to acknowledge all of our current members and our whole community. And we appreciate your steadfast commitment and care to our beloved community. We joyfully thank you for sharing your unique talents, time, and treasure with us. And your sacred service, which so many do. So thank you so much.
At this time, I'm going to, one at a time, invite our newest members to join us at the front of the sanctuary. When your name is called, please come forward, and you will receive a rose from Jorge. Holly Leet.
Holly, please join us on the first step.
First down.
You're good. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Gail.
Rose Parker. And Violet. Can Violet come forward too, please?
Yes.
Thank you, Violet.
It takes a village.
Carmen Rodriguez. And Jill Schaefer.
Great. Thank you, everyone. And what a wonderful, wonderful group do we see before us. Well, with deep and loving divine reverence, I invite Concordia's newest members to respond with the statement I do after I ask each of the following questions. And I'm going to invite those in silence also, and I also want to acknowledge Erica today and Dennis being here with us today. You're a beautiful gift that was shared with us at Concordia, will always be remembered, never forgotten, and it is in our hearts forever. Love you. Love you too, Dennis. So we acknowledge our beautiful gift, Erica, today as well. Okay. With deep and loving divine reverence, I invite Concordia's newest members to respond with the statement I do after I ask each of the following 4 questions. And I invite everyone in the congregation to also affirm silently for your own blessing. Do you affirm to uphold the teachings of the Science of Mind principles and practices?
I do.
Do you affirm to share your time, talent, and treasure regularly through sacred service with the Concordia community family?
I do.
Do you affirm to embrace the principles of abundance through the spiritual practice of sacred giving?
I do.
And finally, do you affirm to promote peace, harmony, and oneness with all people at Concordia and the world community?
I do.
Thank you. Please stay where you are. And Lisa, would you direct? We're going to do a song, The Face of God. And one person, Diane, will be showing you the hand movements. If you'd like to stand, please do so, if comfortable, and follow along.
You
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
In my heart.
You are a part of me.
Part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Will everyone please be seated? Blessed be.
Well, hello again. I have the privilege of introducing our speaker for today. How'd you all enjoy that little, isn't that a wonderful song? About the face of God? Oh my goodness, and I was just looking around the room and making eye contact with different people and just knowing, please know you are the face of God. And that's how we're seeing you all, always. So, our speaker today, with her special message, is someone that hardly anyone knows here. Lisa Conlon. We all know Lisa. We all, right? Anybody here not know Lisa? Well, you're going to know her pretty darn soon if you don't. There you go. There she is. She is the chair of the Practitioner Corps, and she's been here since 2013. And she hit the ground running and started taking courses and eventually finished her training as a practitioner, a spiritual practitioner here. It's a licensed position, and there are several steps to it, and then 2 full years of training after that. And those who know Lisa best would say there's no no in her vocabulary. And there's not a box that could contain her enthusiasm. Sometimes over the top and out of the box thinking. And she's often one of the first to say, I will do that. And how much do we all appreciate that? I will do that. Which is how she got here this morning. She's on this morning because she said, I will do that. And many of you know her as a teacher, and she's a powerful manifester. She applies the principles that we teach here to manifest. And she is right here, right now. She is, she is a prayer and practice partner, a journaling enthusiast, and a friend in spiritual escapades. I want to hear the definition of that exactly, but she's a wordsmith, and most recently our spiritual summer camp counselor of the laws. And please help me give a warm welcome to Lisa Conlon this morning.
Well, hi everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I truly am, for many reasons. But thank you. Thank you, John, Gail, and Mary, who made that beautiful ritual. And thank you to the newest members and everyone who's all here. Thank you to the musicians, the music, and Lisa for doing something that I specifically asked for. And she did it. She jumped up and she said, So apparently it's in the Lisa that will do it. So I thanked everyone and welcome and hello to, I'm hoping Arizona and everyone else because I have family in Arizona. So I am Lisa Conlon and it is my privilege to give today's talk. Our title from CSL is Blossoming in the Sway. And it should come as no surprise to any one of you that we're going to take it even further. Back to that box thing. We're not going to just talk about blossoming. We're going to talk about mastering that perceived sway. Simply put, we do this mastering by intentionally creating and manifesting our life, our path, as we consistently and consciously turn away from fear and stand in faith. And we do this by using our spiritual tools and practices and principles and laws that we talk about every Sunday here. Our philosophy, the science of mind, gives us a huge Sears Craftsman toolbox. Think of how it looks. Lots of drawers, lots of stuff. It gives us a huge toolbox, chocked full of practices and applications. There's a spiritual tool to improve every single challenge or experience out there. When it appears that we could be caught in someone else's storm or crossfire, or when it seems like the only thing we can do is hunker down, knowing for a fact that there is a transformative power and presence working for us, through us. It is important that we consciously do not allow that apparent storm to pollute us or sway us in out of our truth. Remember, in truth, there is no storm in us. The amount of sway we experience is up to us, and the amount of energy, the amount of the energy of life we claim is also up to us. Now, sometimes we do have to walk through that perceived storm, but it is our choice to pitch that tent or not pitch that tent. Sound familiar? Mm-hmm. In our practice, we teach that as we address anything spiritually, one way or the other, we guarantee our own success. As we address life spiritually, and with our awareness of Source, with our spiritual practices, we will succeed. God always wins. And we know that when we stand with, in, and as this energy of life, we will always land on our feet. And this is how we master whatever sway or challenge that humanity seems to toss our way. See, we don't deny the issues out there. We don't deny it. What we do deny is the power those issues have. We recognize that there is more to life than meets our human eyes. And as we recognize the energy of life, we can tell those issues and those challenges just how big our God is. And as we begin everything in God, and we stay in God, staying focused, intentionally responding with love, we are addressing life spiritually, and we will eventually be successful in every single outcome. And this is how we master our life as conscious and enlightened beings of living spirit. We already have all the keys. We have the keys to the kingdom. Yet there are many who insist on sleeping in the shed and not in the already provided mansion. It is the sun, and we are the individualized rays of sunlight. And as we practice looking through the confusion, we see with the eyes of spirit. We act with love, and we will be able to look through any issue or fear and empower ourselves to stand in confident faith. And as we believe this and we know it and we focus on it and we live as such, life responds to us. I have seen this over and over and over again, especially in the last year of my life. Dr. Holmes tells us that there's a powerful force in the universe, and we can use it. We can rely on it. It will never fail us. Now, the outcome may not be the way we pictured it, but it's not called the creative process for nothing. It hears and it responds. Remember Reverend Penny saying a couple weeks ago, the camera's on 24/7. So how else can we use our practices while navigating that sway of life? Use your map. Use your GPS. Use your God providing service, your God protection service. Call it into play with prayer, recognition, expectation, affirmations, or simply just ask for help. Help me. New Thought teacher Emma Curtis Hopkins teaches us to boldly proclaim, there is good here, and I demand to have it. And then we are to stand in expectation and proactively look for the good. Now, even in the disappointing, challenging, there is enlightenment and empowerment when we remain open, recognizing and allowing. Another practice and a tool that we use is to really, really, really guard your thinking. Dr. Holmes, our founder, tells us that a guarded thought is much more powerful than an unguarded thought. We must be careful and be aware of our own thoughts and thinking. You have to. That's why we don't want to do self-talk. I am so, or what else can go. Notice I'm not saying it. Stop yourself.
Zip it.
And change it. What else can go right? Oh, do I have something to learn here? What you got? Because our brain will show us what we're thinking about. Our life today, our thought today is our life tomorrow. Now, when I teach classes, one of my favorite subjects is to think consciously. Capital C in God terms. Think consciously. And then think clearly, carefully, and creatively. Because you are always constructing something. By design or default, you are always creating. Think negative, you will find negative. Think positive, what are you going to get?
Positive.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yay! So, we are always manifesting. Watch those thoughts. Guard those babies. Now, you can honor something that really is upsetting, but don't pitch that tent there. And while you're paying attention to your thinking, let's talk about the practice of weeding and seeding, seeing that it's spring. Weed out and turn away from the thoughts that upset or scare you, or anything that upsets you and separates you from the all that is. Proactively focus on the truth. Now, sometimes some healing work does need to happen. But usually, when we stop paying attention on the negative, it will eventually go away, especially when we're working. Don't give your power away to false belief. So once weeded, you have empty spaces. And what do you want to seed that weeded spot with? Try one of our 10 principles. Oneness, there is no separation. It is all God. Or the healing power of love. Love heals all things. Or the contemplation of knowing that we are free and eternal spiritual beings using spiritual law. That's just a few of our principles. Take some classes, you'll learn the rest of them. Just as when we plant a seed in the soil, we don't just plant it and walk away. Don't we want to amplify our chances of a healthy tomato plant? We plant in good, sunny soil. We cultivate, nourish, and nourish it by weeding and watering. And then when a sprout is seen, we get excited. And we put a stake in the ground. So what do you do with your attention and your follow-through when you do things that you wish, like a better job, perhaps? Do you just sit and complain about it? Or are you spiritually proactive? Treat, and move your feet. The decision is yours to make. So when life does throw you a little sway, another great practice is to start everything by recognizing that in this appearing absence of good, it's also God. Even in the negative space, try to affirm, it's also God. Therefore, there is good here. And then the sway will not hurt you. Because God cannot and will not hurt you. Ever. Now, remember last summer when I walked into my house and my feet were in inches of water? I admit, and I said it right here, my first thought was, what the? And I didn't use the H word. But because I intentionally practice the presence of God everywhere, and I know that as I address life spiritually, I will be successful. So I consciously turned away from that fear and regrounded myself in faith almost immediately. I did call the practitioners, and prayers went up that fast. I knew that I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole of WTFness. So I went right to Emma Curtis with, there is good here and I demand to know it. I said this as my feet were splashing in water. I seriously was questioning my spiritual sanity. But Dr. Holmes teaches, to lose your faith in the moment of severe darkness means I never really understood it at all. I didn't want to be that person. So even though I didn't believe what I was spiritually thinking, I was willing to take the chance and to trust, because it beat the alternative of self-separation, self-sabotage, fear, and blocking God from doing its God thing, healing and revealing in its magical and mysterious ways. We don't have to know how it does it. All we have to do is trust, faith, and recognize, and be confident. So today, I have a brand new house with upgraded insulation, flooring, cabinetry walls, water heater, and furniture with not a penny out of my pocket. My house is now worth a lot more because it's basically brand new. It was a long road, 3 months in a hotel. But as I addressed life spiritually, the path was cleared and it was blessed. And really, really good people came to help me in this perceived storm. And I landed magnificently on my feet. Picture Nadia Comaneci in the 76 Olympics. That's me. So you see, with tools and practices that we teach, it is incredibly simple, effective, transformative, and powerful. I know this from personal experience. These tools have helped me and will help you if you know about them, embody them, and use them. Our practices will help you recognize that you are already very powerful manifestors and creators and masters of humanity's sway. So I ask you, when you're not in this room on Sundays, what is your practice out there? Do you set your intentions?
Do you know? Do you believe? Do you demonstrate? Do you feel? Do you affirm, feel, think, see, speak, surrender, and shine with the confidence that I have right now? The confidence that is indwelling in you? Or do you self-sabotage yourself by believing everything that you thought was once true? Maybe it's time to change your thinking and change your life. Yeah. So some people like to just hear the message on Sundays, and that's nice. And some people like to read and surf our teachings. That's nice. But when you really align and practice and live our teachings daily, that is where the power is. That's where the momentum of your deepest desires happen. Make your spiritual health a lifestyle choice, just as much as you may choose other healthy lifestyle options. And if you're only giving your practice, your spiritual practices, meh effort, don't be surprised when you get meh results. It reflects right back to you and it reflects right back to you, and you receive exactly in the amount that you gave. That is the law of mind and the law of circulation. Give meh, receive meh. But give good and receive even better. Now, there may be work to do to get some savings in your bank account, the job, the body, the health, or the relationship of your dreams. But if there's a time when you just can't believe in yourself, believe in what we talk about here. Believe in God. Seeing is not believing. Believe, and you will see. Set your intention. Use our tools of spirit and watch and see coincidentally, what comes to you or what you are drawn to. Just start where you are. Start by releasing fears and center in faith. And recognize that there is infinite intelligent help available. Recognize it. Call on it 24/7. The light is always on. Better than Motel 6. So today, I have something even more super cool, really cool to share with you. A really awesome personal demonstration of how I faced my fears and I addressed my life spiritually. So when I was 2, one of my earliest memories was sitting on my grandfather's lap, driving his delivery van. It was so cool. They would tell me, Pap-Pap's coming home now. And I would go out and I would sit and I would watch his blue van coming down the mountain. And I know that 2-year-old me couldn't run fast enough in those little chubby legs, because I knew that the faster I got further, the more I got to drive. And he would stop and he would scoop me up, put me on his lap, and I got to drive the van. It was one of the best memories of my entire life. You can see this. Years later, some college friends and I backpacked. And when we got tired of backpacking, we got an RV. And that was fun. And then when I was married, he was a professional driver. And the plan was always to get an RV and travel. Then I got divorced. But I never stopped thinking about that RV plan. My want was always there. But it never materialized. I didn't decide what I wanted. And I also was afraid, because I'm not digitally savvy. And my concerns about my mechanical, and I was concerned about my mechanical ability. More importantly, I realized I didn't call God into play. I was trying to do it myself. So over the years, I dipped my toe in the RV water. And when I set up my email account, my address is Lisa's on the Road. I'm getting there. I went to RV shows and open houses. all the time. I walk into Arlington Trailer now and they go, Lisa, what are you looking at today? So every time someone drove past me on the road, I would look at it longingly. I want that. And then when friends bought their RVs, and Pam, I'm like, that's my dream. Seriously. But then again, give it tepid results. And getting tepid results. Giving tepid attention and getting tepid results. What's that practitioner term? Meh. Yeah. So after a lifetime of wishing, I decided to either do something about it or stop wishing. Still nothing happened, and I wondered why. Then I realized I wasn't addressing it spiritually. I didn't ask God for help. Could spiritual practices even help me here? I wondered, like a year ago. I realized I had to first decide what I wanted. So I decided I want a Class B van conversion. Still nothing. I set my intention, I gave it attention, I gave it expectation. I focused with confident trust and faith. Crickets. Then I asked myself, what do I have to fear? And why am I not moving forward in faith? Well, there is that mechanical stuff. So I did what I would tell anyone here with a similar challenge. I wrote a spiritual mind treatment. And I addressed all my fears in prayer. And I answered each fear by telling that fear how big and dependable my God is. My God, your God is. I could feel the energy shifting and building. And then it was no longer a calling, it was a demanding to move forward. So I amped up. Addressing everything spiritually, I just knew I would have to succeed. I addressed, and I said my prayer daily. I confidently waited for the law to catch up. And now it worked for me. It had to work for me, just as it worked in the past for myself. So I am here to tell you, Shannon, there it is! That's mine. It's not even a year, it's not even a month old. That is my new Class B LTV luxury travel van, RV. Me and God did it. And you can do it too. These principles, these practices, and this philosophy works. As we take our philosophy into our life with intention, it responds and shifts happen. Now, it may take a little time, and it may take a little effort, work, but you will see momentum. You will see movement. And when you believe it, and whether you believe it or not, you are already very powerful. You are manifestors and creators. So, do you want some of this for yourself? Yeah. Do you want some of this for yourself? Yes. Well, over the summers in the past, we've offered spiritual summer camps. And this summer, I'm going to be facilitating spiritual summer camp for 6 weeks. Elaine is going to be our spiritual summer camp co-advisor, and we're going to spend 6 weeks. You're going to decide what it is you want, whether it's a relationship, a better health experience, more money, whatever it is you want. Bring your desire to summer camp, and we're going to address it for 6 weeks. When we did this last year, 2 years ago, somebody wanted to write a book. The book is published. Somebody else wanted a better job. She didn't get to finish camp. She got the job. So please think about it. It will be light, it will be fun, it will be powerful. There are no books to buy or read, and see how you can address your life spiritually and be more successful with what we teach here. So your homework for this week. think about, where do you want more good? Do you want love, a deeper relationship with spirit, prosperity in all forms, a clearer health experience? Whatever it is, join us. The cost is $100 for 6 weeks. And if you've taken summer camp before, there is new information and you get a $20 discount for being a returning camper. So what do you think? No? I say happy trails, namaste, and together we can affirm.
And so it is.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lisa. Amazing. Let's get some more. Thank you very much. I've got my mic on. Here we go. Fantastic. All right, we've got a really fun song also gifted to us from Lisa. Thank you so much. I invite you to stand as you're able. Sing along if you wish. You'll get into it. You'll get the groove. It's really simple, really fun, super fun. And I don't know. Here, share with me. Okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it flow. Yes.
was really fun. It was really fun, don't you think? It was good. So I'm here to talk to you about news you can use, and I believe there we are. Martha, would you like to come say a word or two?
So one last week, we're just going to remind that if you have Science of Mind magazines that are collecting dust on a shelf somewhere, please bring them to us. And moving forward, just always keep that in mind. Please don't throw them away. Bring them to the center because we use them for the guest packets. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Martha. And we have a really fun fundraiser coming up on April 4th. And that is with our very own Lisa and our very own band, Ed, Paul, and John. And we're so excited about this. I know Jorge had brought this forward several months ago, and Lisa just made it happen. She's manifesting her fundraiser here. So please feel free to get a ticket. Whether you can attend or not, you could get a ticket. They're $25. It's going to a very good cause, to Concordia here. And there's a QR code, if you know what that is. That's downstairs, or maybe even out in the foyer, I think, yes, where you can just take a picture of that and it'll lead you to purchasing a ticket. We have tickets for sale downstairs, cash, check, charge, anything works. We'll take it, whatever you got. And we're really looking forward to this one. It's going to be wonderful. Lighten Up, songs to uplift and inspire. So, and that'll be right here at Concordia. And there's dessert and coffee bar. Coffee and dessert, you know, the most important things are. There's coffee and dessert. And raffles. There's raffles. There's going to be baskets. People are getting
tickets online too at the center's calendar.
And you can get tickets online at Concordia's calendar. And anything else? Anything else? Anybody? Anyone? No? Okay, so that's a really exciting one.
Self-promoting.
Gail, come on up and tell us about Ayurveda Night.
Ayurveda night. So spring is the time our body actually naturally cleanses itself, but we're going to give it a little help with some recipes, with some fun, and we'll talk about tools you can use to feel better. And it'll also be a prelude to our following, I don't want to call it a cleanse. My teacher has said now call it a reset. So a spring reset the following week after that weekend. So you'll get all the information that you need if you want to follow along with us. And if you've done it before, you know it. It's fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. And that brings us to the men's breakfast, and Jorge is jogging up here to tell you about that.
Every second Saturday of every month. This month it's April 12th. Please join us here at 9 a.m. for men's breakfast. We share yummy food and fellowship, so please join us.
Thank you, Jorge. And also, there's a new class coming, and Pam's the leader, and here she is.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Consciousness and the creative process. Thank you, Lisa. Everything that Lisa spoke to today is what this class will address. It's a 6 weeks class, and it's based on the teachings of Thomas Troward, who was a master of the law. He was the man who inspired Ernest Holmes in understanding that there is an invisible law operating through us, for us, and as us. And it provides the way to move into the life we're living, into a greater circumstance. This is about consciousness and embodying consciousness. It's a great prelude to the summer camp. So with the same type of practices, we'll be working with meditation and spiritual mind treatment, and also affirmations. These are the tools that we use. So practice, practice, practice. Our lovely Brian, who's just prolific in his words and his inspiration, will be a part of this with me. I would really like to do this primarily in person, but if those of you who really can't make it, you could twist my baby finger to do a hybrid. but I would love to create a small circle, and that would be here starting on Wednesday nights, April 16th. See me if you have any more questions.
Thank you, Pam. And Gail?
Conscious giving. So have you been blessed today? Can you take any more? And hearing the testimony and seeing, does your man have a name?
Russ.
Russ.
Yeah.
Russ.
That's my grandfather.
Oh. That the law of circulation really works. The power of the mind, the heart, and the putting forth and allowing God to do the work for you. Excellent. So, conscious giving. If you would like to donate, I am going to read how you can do it by text, 401-466-4454. Cash, checks, whatever you would like. And I like to call the art of circulation. I feel like it's very artful that we give out and we receive. And that isn't always time, talent, and treasure. So can the greeters please come forward? Please, thank you. And together we will read our affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is. Thank you. So giving thanks for this celebration, beyond celebration, it is a high vibration. I can feel it from in my body, and I know that each and every one is feeling that now. And taking these words and this energy along inside as you move into your day, fully ready to express and reflect the one that guides, the one that loves, and the one that uplifts. So I am so thankful for every single one of you, each and every heart that has said yes and come here to join us in this beautiful, beautiful gathering. So I say thank you, and together we affirm, and so it is.
Thank you so much. We're going to send you out with an instrumental reprise. Feel free to sing as you usher yourself out downstairs with community connection. Again, welcome to our new members.